Now that we have finished our nouns and our adjectives in our parts of speech boot camp, we're going to move on today to verbs. You can't have a sentence without a verb, so verbs are super important. Verbs are words that show us the action in the sentence. If you watched the video before, which you should have, you learned that verbs tell us what's happening, right? Um, Anything, sometimes things that are happening aren't a lot. You can walk, that's a verb. You could run, that's a verb. You could whisper, that's a verb. You could yell, I can't yell, but that's a verb. You can eat, that's a verb. You can sleep. Even though you're not really doing anything, you are sleeping. Sleep is the verb. And while you're asleep, maybe you dream. So dream is the verb. So just a reminder, verbs are words that show us the action in the sentence. Sometimes the easiest way to find the verb in a sentence is to find the subject first. So if you have a sentence, Bob is calling Darren after school today, you need to ask yourself, who or what is the sentence about? Well, the sentence is about Bob. So now to find the action, we need to ask, okay, if the sentence is about Bob, what is it that Bob is doing? Well, Bob is calling. Is calling is the verb in the sentence. It tells what Bob is doing. Let's look at another one. The dog ate the treat out of my hand. Who or what is the sentence about? The dog. What did the dog do? The dog ate. Have you noticed that the verb in these sentences is coming directly after the subject? What did the dog do? The dog ate. It's often true of our sentences. Not always, but often. So ate is the verb in the sentence. Let's look at another one. The holiday will end on Friday. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about the holiday. So what will the holiday do? Unfortunately, the holiday will end. So will end is the verb in this sentence. So we know that verbs are words that show us the action in the sentence, but did you know that verbs can help us tell time? I don't mean like it's 10 till 5, not that kind of time. But verbs tell us whether things have happened in the past, or if they're happening right now, which we call the present, or if they will happen in the future. So let's look at the sentence, I ate a hamburger. First, let's talk about the subject. Who is the sentence about? Well, the sentence is about me, I. Okay, well, what did I do? I ate a hamburger. So I ate. So ate is the verb. Well, now this verb tells us when this happened. It tells me it's already happened. I ate the hamburger. It's gone. It's a done deal. So ate is a verb that tells us this is in the past tense. So let's look at this sentence. I am eating a hamburger. Again, who is the sentence about? Still about me, I. And what am I doing? Well, I am eating. So am eating is a verb and it tells me that this is what I am doing right now. Am eating is a verb that shows us it's in the present tense. I could also say I eat this hamburger. And that would be happening right now also. She eats the burger happens right now. Present tense. Okay, so we've looked at the past tense and we've looked at the present tense. So look at this sentence. I will eat a hamburger. We know the subject of the sentence. The subject is still I. What will I do? I will eat. Will eat tells me it hasn't happened yet and it's not happening right now, but it's going to happen. I will eat the hamburger. It will happen in the future. Will eat is a verb in the future tense. All verbs can be taken from past to present to future. Look at the verb to walk. Well, let's think about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yesterday's in the past, today is happening right now, tomorrow is in the future. So if my verb is to walk, then yesterday I walked. Walked is past. I added the ed to make it past tense. Today I walk, or today I am walking. That's the present tense. So most of the times we leave it the same. If I say she walks, it needs an S, or I can put an ing on the end of it and it still remains present tense. Tomorrow I will walk. Will is a very important word. Will is the word that makes this future tense. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet, it's in the future. So walked, am walking, or walks, and then will walk, past, present, future. How about to teach? So this one's an awkward one. I would never say to you yesterday I teached, because teached is not a word. What do we say? Yesterday I taught. Taught is the past tense of teach. Right now I am teaching. Today I teach you. In the present, it's happening this minute. Tomorrow I will teach you some more. That hasn't happened yet, so that's in the future. How about to run? Please, please, please don't say yesterday I runned. We don't run. Yesterday I ran to the store. I don't even need the word yesterday. I ran to the store lets me know it's already happened. Yesterday was good to start out with, but let's get rid of those yesterday, today, and tomorrow and see if we can still tell. I ran to the store. It's already happened. I am running, or I run, or she runs to the store. She's doing it right now. I am running right now. It's in the present. I will run is what that word will, that's what makes it future tense. So don't ever forget that. If it's will anything, it hasn't happened yet. It's in the future. After the movie, we will go to the library. Okay, who is the sentence about? We. This is a phrase that in the beginning, it's an independent, backwards. It's a dependent clause. It's not a sentence by itself. After the movie, it depends on the rest of this, remember? So we can ignore this for right now. The sentence is about we. What will we do? We will go to the library. So will go is our verb. So when is it going to happen? In the past? Has it already happened? No. Is it happening right now? We will go. No. It's happening in the future. After the movie. We will. Hasn't happened yet. We will go to the library. The sale ended on Wednesday. What's the sentence about? Well, the sentence is about the sale. What did the sale do? It ended. When did it end? Well, it ended on Wednesday, and the ed lets me know that it's already happened. So if it's already happened, it's in the past. Things that happened 3 years ago are in the past. Things that happened last Wednesday are in the past. Things that happened 5 minutes ago are in the past. Okay. I am reading the best book. Who's the sentence about? I, again. And what am I doing? I am reading. When is that happening? Let's see, if it were in the past tense, I would say I read the best book, so it's not past. If it were in the future, I would always say will. I will read the best book. It's happening right now. Right now, I am reading the best book. Okay, so am reading is in future tense. Today you're going to be completing this assignment on verbs. First thing you're going to do is type your first and last name here. Your first name should start with a capital letter. Your last name should start with a capital letter. Let's look at the assignment here. Verbs show the action in a sentence. What is the verb in the sentence? So for these first 10 questions, you just have to tell me the verb. Here's this sentence. Bob ran to his grandmother's house. Remember, we talked about how it'd be easier to find the verb if you can find the subject first. So who's the sentence about? Bob. What did Bob do? Bob ran. So in this sentence, ran is the verb. You're going to do that for all of these sentences. And then you're going to go to the very next section, which is going to talk to you about verb tenses that we just discussed. In this section, you're going to be asked about verb tenses. So I've written a sentence and it says, tell whether the capitalized verb in each sentence is past tense, present tense, or future tense. So Daniel will choose a baseball bat. I've already showed you the verb. The sentence is about Daniel. What will Daniel do? He will choose. If it's will choose, has he already done it? So it's not past. Is he doing it right now? He's not. He will choose. So it's going to be happening in the future. So you have 10 of those. And every one of them, you need to look at the whole sentence, but pay attention to the capitalized verb and tell me if it's past, present, or future. Okay? All right. Go show me what you know about verbs. I think you've got this. This is one of those assignments that's super easy, but if you rush, you're going to make careless mistakes. So please don't rush. You have time. Get her done carefully. If you have any questions, please email me. I am here to help.